Great. I'm here with Juliet, who's been with the Supermums VIP group program for 12 weeks. So I'll let her explain how she's liked it and what she's learned.
Okay, 12 weeks is a long time. And when I started, I had a lot of pain, and that's what attracted me to the program. Try and get rid of my pain, try to increase my energy, and I really wanted to change my habits a bit. And and so I didn't really want dramatic change all at once because I was worried, about losing weight and then just stacking it back on again. So anyway, so the water, that was awesome just to learn I used to drink about 20 cups of tea a day, so I just replaced that with hot water. And immediately, so, within 2 days, just with that, started to feel much better. And then the other little thing, just improving my posture, changing the way that I stood and changing the way that I breathed and changing the way that I kind of saw myself. Was great. It meant that I could see more, look around and see everything more clearly. So that was really good. And then the third thing was the protein, just every single meal. Like, oh, I'm hungry. What am I going to eat? Think about protein first, And even though I was still eating and still, like, whenever I was hungry, I just had something to eat, then just changing those habits really just saw results immediately. And so then I hadn't even started with the exercise stuff, and already it was already I was feeling better. And so then as soon as you start feeling better, then you feel like you can, you got the energy to exercise, because before that I was napping a lot and spending a lot of time on the couch, and just that comfort thing. But as soon as you start feeling better, then you can start exercising. And it doesn't have to be a lot, I found. Just, when it started, it was just the breathing exercises and then a little bit of resistance. But, I was worried that it was going to exacerbate my injuries and my pain, but it really just kind of helped me to first of all, overcome the pain, and then just become stronger so that I didn't hurt my injuries. So that was good.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's the big message that I'm trying to get across, is that people are going for the exercise first in the hopes that it brings the weight loss and the happiness and the energy. Whereas when you learn to these routines and habits that bring you more self-esteem, confidence, energy, happiness, and look after the joint pain first, then the weight loss comes more naturally. Is that right?
Yeah, and I really like the kind of little achievements and noticing the little achievements rather than the negatives that you, like, if I didn't have time to exercise today, or I ate, I don't know, a donut today, and then you can, rather than saying, oh, I've done the wrong thing and I'm bad and kind of thing, like, then you can just look at the data and you say, oh no, or like, I've put on a few grams, but my measurements are less. And it was kind of like really interesting to see that, like, there's always something good that's happening. Even if you have a bad day, then there's still something good to concentrate on. And my energy levels are low. Why is that? It's because for morning tea, I had a toasted cheese sandwich, and then, of course, that's just going to make me sluggish then, isn't it? So just to learn to recognise those factors, and also just to, when you're feeling good, you can think, oh, why am I feeling good? Oh, it's because I've drunk enough water, and it's because I've kept my protein up. So I just like that approach, that kind of positive approach.
Yeah, it's fantastic, because a lot of people think like the coaching and the accountability is someone there to punish you for having a treat or snacking, but the accountability is, the self-accountability is keeping things tracked and measurable, so you can look back and, like you say, use facts and data rather than feeling guilty and and being triggered by emotions. So yeah, motivation is just a triggered emotion, whereas the mindset is that long term things accumulate and you have your treats and things, but at the end of the week you're still getting results, and rather than being triggered by a number on the scales, you're using measurements so you've got the whole picture rather than just a little piece of information which triggers emotion. So that's fantastic. So what's next from here?
So I'm giving plant-based a go because, I was brought up on a farm when I was a kid, and it was all meat. And I don't really know much about plant-based eating. I think, the whole vegan and even vegetarians have got a bit of a bad name, or a kind of
stigma.
That kind of yuppie kind of oh, you're just eating that to be cool kind of thing. Yeah, that kind of reputation, which has put me off in the past. But I also think that gardening skills and, eating plant-based things is the way of the future. I think that with our climate crisis, I think the meat's going to just become really expensive and just not sustainable and not ethically okay. So I think that I think plant-based is going to be more and more the norm. So I think I should learn now. A few years ago, I went to Nepal and it was all about dal there, hey? And I really enjoyed it. I really liked dal. And so I thought, oh, well, I don't hate it, so I may as well, learn to cook that way. Yeah, so I'm just giving it a go.
Fantastic. Well, I look forward to seeing how plant-based treats you on this little journey.
Yeah.
And what do you think? You've learned some good methods to keep things progressing, or at least stable through the festive season?
Yeah, I think that it's all about the planning on the Sunday. Like if you get like, I was quite embarrassed right at the start. It was all about the treats for me. Like I'm just a morning tea girl, so for me it was like, oh, I'll make all the protein treats that I can so that I've got those there. But I think that it's more about grog's a big one, isn't it? Like you just and I'm trying to change my habits there, like don't go out and get into shouts, so much grog gets drunk that way. And just to drink much more water when I'm out. Yeah. And also Sundays, I love a routine, and Sundays is just so important just for thinking about the week ahead and getting organized. And I think that really helps. That helps also with if you're not prepared, then you eat what's on hand, and that's a bit of a trap. Yeah, but the silly season, I haven't had a silly season yet, and so it will be a challenge. But there are always the salad options, and yeah. So if I go out, there are always the vegetarian and vegan options. So yeah, it makes it pretty easy.
And then other things that we've covered to help with that is planning like a fast the day before or the day after a big festive meal.
Oh yeah. Well, I've never done the fasting because traditionally I just get so angry when I'm hungry. Yeah. So it's just never been an option for me. But yeah, a lot of other people have had great success with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Just push breakfast a little bit later each day, or skip breakfast so you can eat more at a Christmas dinner or something like that. But it's been great. We'll wrap that up. So you've heard it straight from Juliet that small steps and little increments make a big difference.
Yeah, just keep working at it.
Good. Thank you.